visionary, an influencer, educator.
And she is a trailblazer.
I would say that she is truly a superhero.
Born on a farm near Maysville, South Carolina in 1875, Mary McLeod Bethune, the 15th child of former slaves, rose from humble beginnings to become a world-renowned educator, civil and human rights leader, champion for women and young people, and an advisor to 5 U.S. presidents. In 1904, she started the Educational and Training School for Negro Girls, which eventually became Bethune-Cookman University. Dr. Bethune served as its first president, and in 1911, she rallied sponsorships and medical support to launch the McLeod Hospital, the first Black hospital in Daytona, Florida. Dr. Bethune also founded the National Council of Negro Women in 1935. She also served as the Florida chapter president of the National Association of Colored Women Registering Black Voters despite the Klan resistance, and was instrumental in forming the Federal Council of Negro Affairs to advise then the Roosevelt administration on issues affecting Black people in America. In 1944, she co-founded the United Negro College Fund, which gives scholarships, mentorships, and job opportunities to African American and minority students attending any of the 37 historically Black colleges and universities in the United States. Dr. Bethune's very American pioneering spirit, her leadership in time of segregation, her great faith in the face of adversity, and her unwavering commitment to a brighter future for African Americans is an inspiration to all. So much so that her likeness has been commissioned to be memorialized in Italian bronze and instated within the National Statuary area in the U.S. Capitol, one of 2 statues representing the state of Florida and the first ever African American to receive this honor. The importance of the tribute, particularly during the resurgence of civil rights unrest in America, including the invasion of the very hall that will house Dr. Bethune's monument, cannot be overstated. So join us and learn more about the lasting legacy of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune and how a grateful nation will honor her lifelong service.
As we know, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune paved the way for thousands and thousands and thousands of students, not just at Bethune-Cookman University, but all over this world, to ensure that they had the resources needed to be successful.
As a Black woman, as a student, I'm proud to be where I am. She has inspired me so much. She says, "A woman is free if she lives by her own standards and creates her own destiny, if she prizes in her individuality and puts no boundaries on her hopes for tomorrow." So that pretty much just explains that a woman is able to accomplish anything she sets her mind to. Dr. Bethune accomplishing all that she has done, there is no excuse as to why I can't and why other young Black women cannot accomplish their goal.
It was at age 7. My father would always on Sundays take us for a ride. He took myself and my siblings to Bethune-Cookman University on a Sunday afternoon, and we toured Dr. Bethune's home. And that was like in the late 50s. And as a young child, I just wondered, how could one single lady, back in the dark days of segregation, take a dream with only $1.50, 5 children, and create a university from scratch?
She is the first African American to represent a state in the Statuary Hall. What it's going to do, it's going to really highlight the diversity that is Florida. This and the coming together of the legislature to approve this placement of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune does a lot for Florida. It increases the fact that people can look at Florida and say, well, there are good things happening in Florida. If the legislature came together to agree upon Mary McLeod Bethune being the replacement, they had to put some forethought in that, and we did. And I think that it's I have to give credit to not just myself and the sponsor, but also the entire legislature here in Florida.
To me, it means freedom. To me, it means peace, unity. It means hard work. It means dedication. And see a Black woman, an educator, a civil rights activist, a leader, someone who founded one of the best HBCUs, best universities in this world. They're going to be astonished because we haven't seen nothing like this. It's going to be breathtaking.
Her legacy is really the blueprint to building a better world. In her last will and testament, she states that I leave you love, I leave you hope, I leave you the challenge to develop confidence in one another, I leave you racial dignity, and I leave you the responsibility to our youth. And so this is just the blueprint to creating a better world. And it really just teaches us how we should go about doing things and just creating a safe place for not only for Black people, but as well as everyone else. I would say that in order for us to fulfill her legacy is to do so with great pride and to always have a mind to serve.
No, I don't know what the future holds, but I know it's great, and it's because of the work and the legacy of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, which is still within me today.
To do this in this time, to have this statue going into Statuary Hall while we have the first Black woman Vice President of the United States almost takes your breath away if you're a little Black girl from Liberty City who, when I grew up, there was never any thought that was possible.